Hi guys, and welcome to your September 2020. This is going to be the What Aren't They Telling You for the beautiful sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Hello, Caps. This is going to carry you, beautifuls, through the 13th through the 19th. Hello. If you're new here with me, hello, hello. If you are returning, welcome back. And if you are subscribed to the tribe, and what's good, fam bams, and hello to my members. Hello. So the way that the videos are structured in the first couple of weeks of this month looks a little bit different, but don't worry. Now, your 1st through the 12th is already up, and you're 3 and 1. This is the second week. I combined the very first video for 2 weeks because the first week I was on vacation, and you guys know with that one day being the holiday starting that next week, didn't quite go the way I needed it to go. So, but your messages are up. If you are, again, crossing Capricorn, if you are not Capricorn, cross watchers, if you're crossing, obviously you're here for Capricorn. So go and watch the first video. All other Capricorns who are here to find out what their partners, did these three just come out? They sure did. To find out what your person isn't telling you, then I invite you, if this is your first time here, to go and check out the 3-in-1 readings that are already up. I realized that I put up the wrong thumbnail. So the videos have been up probably for about 6 days, and I realized I didn't let you guys know that that was the 3-in-1. So it's up. Now they will start to look a little bit different because I have to do so many different thumbnails. So forgive me. Happy new moon in Virgo. Please look in the bottom of this particular video later on tonight or whenever it is actually uploaded, because it takes forever. And check out the new moon in Virgo video that I am going to be dropping on channel 2. I am going to pin the most recent videos to that channel in the comments. Let's get started. Thank you for allowing me to do that. Now, I'm going to be structuring the videos a little bit different. I want to say probably for the next 6 weeks, only because Mars is in retrograde and there's a lot of things shifting in the sky that's going to be affecting you. Capricorn, one of the things that I think I let you guys know in the previous video last week is that it's going to be, or maybe I didn't, but it's going to be more intense for Aries and Capricorn. So I think I told you that, you know, you guys might have to come and, you know, get me out of jail and all of that. But in all honesty, now we're about, I don't know, almost a week into this. Energy has been rough. But Jupiter went direct on the 9th. So allow yourself to take it one day at a time. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, wherever that Cap placement is. If you have a Capricorn and Venus, it's probably going to hit you more relationship-wise, but that's another video. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. When I say structuring them, I'm going to be going in with 3 layers of clarifications. We're going in with the healing fairies. I'm going to actually clarify that with the blockages, although typically on your video, I give you those blockages in the extended. We're going to go back over those in the extended, but I'm going to be clarifying them in the main video, okay? So right now, the very first card out is the Master of Nature, which is interesting. We do have Inner Child, and we do have Environmental Awareness. Now, it was interesting because, you know, going through and familiarizing myself with the Healing Fairy deck, which I actually very much so like, Miss Doreen Virtue. One of the things that I saw was this environmental awareness, and as I was shuffling in previous videos, I'm thinking, wow, who's going to get this energy? Top of the deck energy is awakening your true self, by the way. And I was thinking, who's going to get this energy? And I instantly started feeling very much so, very much so intuitively guided when I saw the words. I was like, that's definitely an environment. Obviously it's environmental awareness, but I didn't think about it in that way. I thought about it more so, not environment as in what's going on with the world, although that's a concern for us all. I feel like in your immediate environment. Okay, being aware of the environment that you're in. Now, obviously, it's subject to interpretation. You can take that the way that you want, Cap. The magic of nature, it's interesting. Nature affects us all in different ways, and they tell us to go and hug a tree and do this and do that. I do think that to some degree, you guys need to get out and see something pretty. You need to surround yourself. This is very environment friendly, or environment guided. So there's an environment that you and your partner either are in separate environments, or the environment around you guys is just not that great. It can also mean that obviously you need to get out into some beautiful scenery. Remember the universal energy here, guys, that is for the both of you guys, can be interpreted from their way of point of view and from your point of view. So there is an inner child here. That is the third card. And it's interesting that inner child came up for you, because I have spoken to many of you Capricorns, hey Caps, and your personal readings about inner child and things that, you know, your partners may be doing to try to heal that inner child, that inner voice inside of them. Your inner child, and if you are understanding where your Cap placement is and the lessons that you had to learn already as a child, obviously could be coming out to affect you as the Capricorn. Okay, oh, here we go. So magic of nature is being blocked or clarified by surrender. I can release the need to control. That's interesting. We do have inner child, and it's being clarified by growth. I want to expand my consciousness and awareness. And oh, here we go. All right, come on now. They talking to me. Clarify environmental awareness, which of course then it falls. And where did it go? Here we go. Find the card, Marv. Find the card. And this is what I have to do. Look for your card. Here we go. Here we go. Around and round and round we go. There we go. Nestled on my aloe vera juice. Trust. Trust what your environment is telling you. I accept my inner voice will always guide me correctly. There is something going on now. I remember specifically in that last video telling you that someone was going to come back, hit rock bottom in a way where they're losing something. And I'm feeling it again. This person is not understanding that, and I'm feeling like nature too is actually allowing nature to take its course, allowing the natural flow of things as well. And when you have surrender that's blocking the magic of nature, that means that the person, in my opinion, tried to control the narrative. Awakening to your true self, being clarified by denial. And when I'm looking at these colors, I'm instantly, lately they have been matching. Looky, look. So we definitely have some blockages here. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with insight and awareness. So someone wasn't able to actually bring about the love that they needed to bring in this relationship, Capricorn, because they were unaware of a lot of things within themselves. Obviously, what blocked all of this beautiful energy was surrender, growth, trust, and denial. So when you listen to these keywords, surrender, that's control, growth, they wanted to stay stuck, trust, they didn't trust their intuition. This person may not be as spiritual as you, may not have walked their path yet. Okay. And denial. So whatever was going on in their head, they blocked out all the emotions because they were able to do that. And the first thing that is clarifying surrender is solar plexus. This is their wisdom and their power, and they stay or remain stuck in that. I think that is really, really interesting. The affirmations is I love myself and accept my house. Okay, that house, their environment. Someone is not happy where they live. I feel shacking up. I feel there's going to be some changes in your relationship, Capricorns, where you guys are going to be moving in together. I talked about this and I'm feeling it again. I am authentic. I feel my own powers. I am free to choose my situation, and I direct my own life. Some of you guys are definitely crossing with these life path threes that are married to their situations with these other with their families, or it doesn't matter the life path. They're definitely they're obligated, or they feel obligated to take care and bear the load of someone in their family due to the way that they were raised, or so forth and so on. Clarify growth and their environment. They don't realize, or they will be soon realizing, that's going to affect this relationship, or it has. Okay, so joy is clear, is confirming they have blocked their own joy and their own wisdom in their life because they did not want to expand their consciousness. Trust is thankful. So they were not thankful of the opportunities that they had in front of them. I believe that you guys provided some counsel to these people that you are connecting with, Capricorn. You have been the rock. You have been there. And then the moment something goes on, maybe they abandon you, or it's not being given quite back the same when you need something. And that's another thing that kind of plagues any type of earth energy. You give in a different type of way. And when it's time for you to get it back, you don't quite get it back the way that you're supposed to. Now, I have heard the other side of that say things like, well, you don't want to say what you need, or, everybody's not like you. That's the I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do anthem, isn't it? When someone isn't doing what they're supposed to do for you, then it's always what you should settle, or you're aiming too high and all of that, when you simply just wanted a person to be there for you the way that the way you were there for them, right? Then we have our main blockage, which is chakra, throat chakra, communication. So they have an issue, and awakening to their true self has been blocked with the denial. So they have denied the right to let you know what's going on, which isn't fair. Okay. They have denied you of the right to bring you into the fold and let you know what's going on, because they don't trust their power. They second guess themselves, as well as getting to the point where they're not on top of them, second guessing themselves, Capricorn. They're not communicating it with you. Affirmations are open. I am open and honest in my communication. I have the right to speak my truth. I live an authentic life. I nourish my creativity and self-expression, and I know when to listen. So these are all of the things that's going on. We're going to go in with the main energy now. What aren't they telling Capricorn, please, Spirit? What aren't they telling Capricorn? And they are planning something right now with this Two of Swords. This is also the Hangman. For those of you who are new to this deck, this is a blended deck, 53 card deck, okay, that blends tarot and playing card divination or cartomancy. In case you've heard me say blended, that's what that means. Upside down enlightenment. Trying to break free, Capricorn, and block out. On one hand, they are not trusting their intuition. We talked about that. They don't think they're powerful. They don't know how to communicate what they want. It's very hard for them. And so they go and teeter-totter back and forth from trying to block out things that they feel versus knowing what they need to do. And they don't have, someone has either they have a impulsive, fiery, emotional nature, where it makes them emotionally selfish and a well-placed Mars, or the reverse. They have a earthy emotional nature, which a lot of people can probably say that is petty at times, or when they're not getting what they want, they pull their energy back. And they have a impulsive Mars. Either way, if I'm talking about Aries and Capricorn, they're both are going to feel this Mars in retrograde very, very intensely. So whatever they are not doing in that's ruling that Mars energy, it's going to not happen at all, because the fact that the planet is retro right now. They're holding their ground, though, in this Seven of Wands. And it's funny. It's like they put themselves in this situation, Capricorns. Blocking the flow. They desire in the heart of the matter a brand new, passionate beginning. I don't necessarily feel separation yet. I feel stubbornness. I feel a person who knows what they should do, but they choose not to do it. A person who has the power to do it, although they're coming up with a solar plexus chakra blockage. Like I said, it's either a person who is slow to act, but quick to emote, or the opposite, quick to act and slow to emote. Both is not necessarily a good thing, because, you know, a person will put themselves first and only act when they're emotionally affected, or a person that is slow to act altogether. When you're emotionally affected by something that they've done, they act like they can care less. Okay, we do have strength, and that is the major arcana for strength as well. We have courage. This person really struggles with doing things, so I don't know. I feel like this person is quick to talk and slow. Oh yes, there's a separation with the three of swords. The same thing that I got in the last video. Libra is here because Libra got that as well. They're definitely miserable, and they're not ready to tell you yet. We do have Three of Pentacles, and then we do have the Seven of Pentacles, and a contributing energy is the Ten of Cups as well. That is the Wheel of Fortune. So they would like to see a change in you. Let me get the romance here. They would like to see a change in the situation with you, not necessarily a change in you per se. Your strength and your earthiness is exactly what they need. They're the people, Capricorn, that has kind of been all over the place. You've remained the rock. You've remained constant. You've remained steady. I give the analogy in my personal sessions all the time. That is like, you know, you are the rock. You're the person that remains still, that remains true to yourself no matter what, focused on your task and all of this and all of that. And they can easily get knocked off of course with this communication blockage that they have. I know that they can allow someone's words to take them off of what they should be doing. With this solar plexus chakra, again, this is all about, honestly, it's really, really funny. It's like when the throat chakra is blocked, they're quick to curse you out and won't say what they really feel, but they're slow to do something. So we have both of these chakras here. They don't realize their power, and they're definitely repressing how they really feel. We do have 2 3s here, so we know that there are choices to be made. They're being guided right now. What they're going through is to tap into these things that are blocked. And obviously find a way to work with you. And there are some choices that need to be made, but the choices that they need to make has nothing to do with loving you, Capricorn, or wanting this relationship. It has a lot to do with what they need. They need to fight themselves. A lot of the issues that they have are within themselves. It has nothing to do with Capricorn, and that's the problem. You know, I will say this, and I don't know whether you guys have experienced it, Caps, but I know a lot of you guys have, especially when we talk in our personal sessions. But, you know, your strength can be intimidating. And people love to jump on, oh, you're this, and no, I'm not this and I'm not that. I'm telling it like it is. And most people can't accept or even be an ounce of thankful for the fact that I'm going to shoot it to you straight. And yes, you do intimidate. We're not talking about, you know, it's your drive. That's what does it. Every single zodiac sign has strengths and weaknesses. And then when you attribute or even sprinkle in all of the things that make us who we is, our individual traumas, our desires, our dislikes, that makes every one of us different. But on a general scale, your drive and strength can be intimidating to people. It's bad enough in the workplace, but in a relationship where you have attracted a significant other who is the exact opposite of you, they could have focused on trying to tear you down because they don't understand what is going on. And you can be stoic and you can be very, you know, I'm not dealing with that. Depending on what else you have. So take what resonates here, but it doesn't matter. I know that the fact that when a person can't communicate and a person is blocked in their actions, you are the opposite. You will continue to climb as the seagull, and you will say and shoot it straight as to what it is. And if you fail, you will say that you fail. Pick yourself up and try it again. Most people, I don't want to say most people because I don't know the populate or the percentage, but there's a lot of people in our relationships, whether they're either be friends or lovers, that just can't handle that. That's real, okay? So when we have the 2 3s here, we know they really want to work with you. They want to work back with you with restoring balance. And then that lets me know right there with that 7 of Pentacles that they have really built 7 Pentacles with you, and they're not just going to allow this to go. And, you know, they want to reassess things and figure out, you know, they've planted these seeds and they want this relationship to grow. Growth was one of the things that was blocked, okay? And that's also the Star. So yes, they are heartbroken here. We have Hangman energy. We do have Strength, the major arcana. We need they need some courage. They feel a certain way about exposing who they are. They may not feel 100% comfortable with letting you know how they feel, not only about you, but themselves. In order for them to really dig deep, they have to expose some things about themselves that they may not be so keen on doing. There are certain parts of us that we want to keep hidden from another because we don't want to be judged. Okay. So with that being said, they want to work with you. They want to bring and restore some effort into this. And this is also the Star. Their hope, healing, and optimism is here. I like to see that in readings where a person has done some damage. That's going to be happening. And there's going to be a change in fortune. Please be looking out for anything, Capricorns, that you have been waiting on now that Jupiter is direct. I definitely got my first indication of Jupiter being direct, and it probably is going to be something that have been holding and pending the entire time, and no one said anything to you about it. This is completely separate, or it could apply to this relationship. And then what you think wasn't coming will come. Okay, so although there is going to be crazy crap going on and you're going to be ready to kill somebody at times, Jupiter is retrograde, and then our ruler Saturn will be going direct as well this month. So it shouldn't be as bad. Okay, all right. Thank you for allowing me to explain that. Let's go in with romance, and reconciliation is needed. But Hangman is here, so they know that in order for them to get a seat at the table or even talk to you about why you guys are in separation, they got to come with it. That is a sword card. They know that they have to talk, and they're not ready yet. They have to actually get with their ego and go through all of the things that they don't want you to see in order to bring this back. But they're desiring a reconciliation, and they go, like I said, internally, they go back and forth, teeter-tottering between, I don't want to let Capricorn know, you know, who I really am. But then again, I do. They're drawn to fix this because you are the one. I wouldn't be surprised if soulmate came out. Then we have flirt. So, of course, they would like to bring they want to bring some lighthearted energy back into this because it has been hell. You guys have been arguing. And it's been a power struggle here because that's the 7 of Wands. So they're holding their ground and they didn't have a leg to stand on, and you held yours too. You was like, I'm not dealing with this, or this isn't right. And you didn't have to say it that way. Remember, you know, depending on what is in your Mercury, that's going to determine the energy in which you communicate. The majority of us, it is Capricorn if you have a Capricorn sun, but that's not the case for everybody. So don't get so caught up in, you know, the literal or it being exactly as I call it. The bottom line is that whatever was going on that caused this 3 of Swords, or whatever they were not doing, you are not moving. You are immovable until you got what you wanted, or you decided this isn't getting me what I want. So you just kind of bowed out. Okay. All right, so stay optimistic about your love life. That's exactly what they're doing. So they want to lighten the load. It's been very tense between you guys, and then stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. It's clarifying my new passionate beginning. Again, that is the Ace of Wands, fire energy, as I had called out in the beginning. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and I also want you to to know that that is the major arcana for strength. Clarify my Queen of Wands, please, Spirit, which is also my courage card and strength. They admire that about you, and they feel very romantic. They have these romantic feelings. They realize that these feelings are real and worth exploring. You are unlike anything that they have ever dealt with, and they kind of need your energy in their life. You are the rock. They need that, okay? Three of Swords. Oh, it's being clarified by... attract love by romantic love by enjoying the moment fully. They miss you. They miss your conversations. They miss the banter back and forth. They're very attracted to the way that you speak. That's a sword card. But just as much as they're attracted to the way that you speak and the way that you articulate, when you're pissed off, then that's when those Three of Swords comes out. So just as much as you can, yep, there's the separation card. Yep. Just as much as you can build them up, you can tear them down too. And that's scary to have someone that makes you feel so good that, but at the snap of a finger can make them feel bad as well. There is the deception card, and that's exactly what they were doing. They want to recapture they do. Flirt is here. They really want to come back. They're playful. They're cute. They're playful. When things are fine, you guys have a good time together. That's their way. Your way is very earthy. Let's talk about this. Let's come to a resolution. But Capricorn, their way is always the opposite. You attract. Your strength brings out brokenness, unfortunately. Not all the time, but, if you're here to heal, then you're going to attract an energy that needs healing. And this person that I'm seeing here is very, very much so intimidated. Not necessarily a bad way. They just didn't understand why they felt that way. They loved and hate you at the same time. They didn't understand what was going on. A lot of people, they don't know, especially people fear what they don't understand. It's a threat. They're looking at you like, and I've heard this as a Capricorn moon that, you're pretending or you're acting. There's not an act, cross watchers. It's just the way the energy is. You really have to understand that drive. It's not an act. Capricorns get a bad rap with, not loving. So go and do the research. I'm not going to do that right now. But that's what needs to happen here. That's the wheel of fortune. That this person really does communicate in a way that's playful. And that was one of the things that, let's keep it real, attracted you to them as well, because you have to be serious all the time. You don't get an opportunity to relax and have fun. You're just not built to, you're so busy achieving and taking care of this and taking care of that. I can see that this was a complimentary energy because the person was able to come in and kind of, extend that lighthearted energy and flirt with you. And you thought it was cute and play with you and allow you and make it okay to make you laugh. So we need that, and I've talked to a lot of you guys and you be like, they're in their emotional way is the exact opposite of yours. You're very, let's get to the point. What do we have to do? You don't want to pussyfoot around certain things. And this person definitely came in with a different type of energy, which kind of complimented you, Capricorn, and opened you up, which could be a huge reason why you fell in love, because it was completely the opposite of what you were expecting. That's if it resonates with you, just book, because I can go on and on. All right, so the separation is here, and I'm looking at the last two cards, which are both pentacles, and when I'm looking at what clarifies what, sometimes it doesn't come out in order, because yes, time apart is here, but hope, healing, and optimism, sometimes they don't match. I feel like it's clear, but it makes sense, but I would probably combine these two. because 7 and 3 is 10, which I thought we had a 10. So, we have the 10 of Cups, which is also the Wheel of Fortune. But I feel like when I put these together, this is the 10 of Pentacles. So overall, that's what they want. They don't want to hold back anymore, and they don't want to be separated from you anymore. But if I had to give you a 1-for-1, I would probably say deception is being clarified by the 3 of Pentacles, because rather than wear a false self mask and make you think that everything is okay, they would like to work more with you, be on the same accord, you know, in this relationship, and be a team instead of you doing everything because it's come so natural to you. And then hope, healing, and optimism, it would be, which is also the star here, 7 of Pentacles, will be clarified by separation. That lets me know that they're very much so hopeful and healing, but the desire, they're staying optimistic, and obviously the desire was reconciliation. So if I had to give this a name, you know, I really do feel like that they're becoming a little bit more self-aware. I mean, this person is really evolving in a good way. But they have to do that away from you. They have to take the time. Now, keep in mind, reconciliation, I honestly don't think it's going to happen until around the holidays. You guys need to have your separate time and on separate sides of the playground, you know, at your Mexican standoff, dealing with the things that you need to deal with separately. That's just my take on it. Obviously, free will trumps, but I will tell you, you do have some major arcana here. You have Hangman, you have Strength, you have the Star, and you have the Wheel of Fortune. Your key words are reconciliation, flirt, stay optimistic about your love life, romantic feelings, attraction, deception, and separation. I feel like their chakras that are blocked is obviously solar plexus and communication. I do feel like they are working on themselves. Not do I just feel it, I see it. You don't want to reconcile while there's a retrograde and their solar plexus is kind of blocked right now anyway. You want the energy of Mars to be full blown. You don't want to communicate when Mercury is going to move into the shadow period for the upcoming retrograde that's slated to station retrograde October 13th. You don't want any of that because you guys are going to fight, and not only you may lock horns physically. You don't want that because it's a constant, you know, push and pull, a struggle of power. That's what this 7 of Wands is about to begin with, Capricorn. 2 of you guys going back and forth with that wand, trying to figure out who's going to lead and who's going to follow. Naturally, if it is a man, there, you know, that's that ego. Another video. So again, I don't see any reconciliation or real good talks, really, until after Mercury goes direct. I would say Thanksgiving. Okay, you'll probably start to see movement. But you don't want to really talk. That's just how I'm going right now. So, and for some of you guys, it might even be Christmas. At least at that point, you know, we'll have some things that will go direct. I have a whole nother video on channel 2 coming up about Libra season, because we have a blue moon coming up, and Jesus, I'm not even ready for that. So once we get through, you don't want to talk. You definitely don't want to talk to anybody. Mercury will be retrograde, and we got a blue moon, and I believe that blue moon is in Scorpio. Don't even get me started. I don't think you guys need to talk, and that blue moon happens. We got 2 full moons in October. But anyway, that's a separate video. So they're trying to heal their inner selves. The desire is reconciliation. We have a 10 of Cups and a 10 of Pentacles here because I did the math. They want it all with you. They desire this, but they just don't know how to approach it yet. But this is what's going on in the background. I am going to name it some form of that. Thank you so much. Like, share, subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe if it resonated. Thank you. Give me a thumbs up and drop it like it's hot in those comments. And to everyone else, if you need to go a little bit further, I'll see you in the extension. Bye, Capricorn.